you are about to witness is actual evidence from our investigation team filmed on location as seen by the actual participants.
At one time or another, everybody have had events happen to them that they couldn't explain. That's where we come in. We are the Peace of Mind Paranormal Society, dedicated to finding the answers for you. By developing new theories and techniques, we find the answers where others have failed. Come join us on our quest, Paranormal Quests. Hi, I'm Brian Johnson from Peace of Mind Paranormal Society. Our investigation this week brought us to Moundsville State Prison, located in Moundsville, West Virginia. We did both a night investigation and a day investigation, and both investigations gave us some amazing evidence. The prison housed the worst of the worst prisoners from around the country. The perception of the prisoners was kill or be killed.
Good afternoon, my name is Ralph. I'd like to welcome you all to the former West Virginia State Penitentiary. It opened in 1866. It closed in 1995. When it closed, there was 650 inmates here. The majority of them, they took them down to the new prison. It's down by Charleston, West Virginia. It's called Mount Olivet. Some of them they took to Huttonsville. That's a medium security prison. But we still have some of them right out the street here in the Northern Regional Jail prison complex. The big picture of that bridge as you came through the door, that's the New River Gorge. That was done by Danny Lehman, and he was the head of the Avengers motorcycle gang. He was murdered in the North Hall. Power struggle with the other gangs. That first cell right there, there was a man in there, and his name was Red Snyder. He was the head of the Aryan Brotherhood gang, the controlling gang at the prison at that time. The other gangs wanted control, so they put a contract out on him. The man in this second cell right here was his very best friend. But after that contract was made, he found something and made a knife out of it. And he waited till one day they opened his cell and Red's cell to go outside. He ran down there and stabbed his best friend 37 times. There's no friends in prison.
Later that evening, when Brian and John of Peace of Mind Paranormal Society went to Red's cell, this is what they found. Is there anybody here who would like to talk to us?
Yes. We know you're here, Red. You were here long enough. Your spirit still walks these halls.
At least we can tell somebody that the big bad Red moved our little meter. Help him so he knows where it is. He can't see it.
What's that?
You gotta help Red in so he can see the meter. Remember, they shanked him in the eye.
You can't believe his eye.
John.
We can believe my eye. Should have brought him a can of spinach.
We have EVP going?
Huh?
We have an EVP going?
Yes.
Yeah, we got our recorders on there.
Or maybe we're gonna sit that down right here, real gentle. I don't see what was so big and bad about him and why everybody was down here crying in the cells. I think that was all bull. That's the wonderfulness of, I guess, yeah, TV.
No, it just proves Pomps is proving everyone else wrong.
Come on, Red. Let's quit playing around.
Yeah.
You want to have somebody talk?
Yeah.
I'm hearing something.
I don't hear anything either.
At that moment, after reviewing the evidence on our voice recorders later, this is what we found.
Right over here in this corner is the shower for these 4 inmates. They were allowed 1 hour a day to take a shower. They was allowed 1 hour a day out on the yard for exercise. They spent 22 hours a day in them cells. They could have a radio, and they could have a fan if it had plastic blades. And then in later years, they could have a television if it was 13 inches or smaller.
During our investigation later that evening of the solitary confinement area, this first picture of the shower area, as you can see, is just a normal picture. However, the second picture taken only 1 second later in the upper left-hand corner now shows some kind of shadow presence. We will rejoin Paranormal Quest right after this.